Hey there, welcome back to the channel. If you missed last week's episode, we ventured inland from the Oregon coast to enjoy the Sweet Creek Trail hike and its abundance of beautiful waterfalls. We had a great time on this easy hike, and if you're in the Florence, Oregon area, it's definitely worth the short 25-mile drive inland from Florence. We are continuing to move up the coast toward Canada, now just about 3 weeks from crossing the border and then on to Alaska. We hope you're enjoying the journey with us so far, but stay tuned. There's plenty more of our Journey to Alaska 2019 to come. This is episode number 5. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back to the channel. Well, today is another travel day, and we're leaving Florence, Oregon, and we're going to head up the coast to Nehalem Bay State Park. Still making our way toward Alaska, so stay tuned. It's getting exciting the closer we get.
We're making our marks in this book.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome book.
This is really awesome. Stuff we missed last time.
And we found this book, or Tina found this book, just in front of a grocery store. Put the name of the magazine down below, so if you guys are in the area and you find one, I don't know where else to get one, but...
It's for the entire Oregon coast, from Washington to the Redwoods.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
It's cool.
So, are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine, wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine, wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine, wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine, wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine, wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine.
Good morning. Well, we made it to our campsite here at Nehalem Bay State Park near Manzanita, Oregon. And we stayed in a few Oregon state parks, and we really like this one. We got electric and water at each site, really nice fire pit, and there's a dump station up front. Oregon state parks are really awesome. But today we're going to take a Sunday drive, and we're going to head over to Long Beach, Washington. We're going to cross over a really awesome bridge in Astoria, and then we're going to go check out a couple lighthouses. I'm going to go see if Tina's ready to go, and we're going to hit the road.
Wanna move my feet, wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine, wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine, wanna drink my wine, wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine, wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine, wanna move my feet.
After crossing the 4-mile bridge at Astoria, Oregon, we made our way to Cape Disappointment to check out the lighthouse. The lighthouse at Cape Disappointment was put into service in October of 1856 to help guide ships into the mouth of the Columbia River. The trail to the lighthouse is noted as being a difficult hike. We didn't find it all that difficult, however, it does have some steep inclines along the way. The brick tower at Cape Disappointment stands 53 feet tall, has a focal plane of 220 feet above the sea and tapers from a diameter of 14 feet 4 inches at its base to 10 feet 6 inches at the lantern room. The station was also supplied with a 1,600-pound fog bell, but it was found to have little value due to the roar of the surf and the distance at which mariners needed to hear it. Unaware that a fort once stood here at Cape Disappointment, we were pleasantly surprised to stumble upon the remains of Fort Canby. Fort Canby was established in 1863 during the U.S. Civil War at Cape Disappointment to protect the mouth of the Columbia River. The fort consisted of 3 gun batteries holding a total of 22 guns. The post also had a single 2-story barracks, 3 small framed officers' quarters, a guardhouse, and a small 8-bed hospital. The fort was later deactivated in March of 1947. The lighthouse at Cape Disappointment was really neat, but it wasn't all that successful in its time. Even with the lighthouse, ships continued to run aground at the mouth of the Columbia, coined the Graveyard of the Pacific. Due to the sheer number of shipwrecks, it was determined a second lighthouse was needed approximately 2 miles away on the northwestern spur of Cape Disappointment, commonly referred to as North Head. On May 16, 1898, the North Head Lighthouse was put into service as the primary navigation aid at the mouth of the Columbia River. Today, the North Head Lighthouse stands as a sentinel overlooking this treacherous body of water, the confluence between the Columbia River and the Pacific Ocean. The North Head Lighthouse is still an active aid to navigation, although the lighthouse keepers who once tended the flame have been replaced by an automated beacon. The lighthouse offers sweeping views of the Pacific Ocean, Long Beach Peninsula, Columbia River Bar, and the northern Oregon coast. Tours of the lighthouse and other buildings at the site are possible. However, these buildings are currently undergoing renovation and are closed to tours. A bit disappointing, no pun intended, but we still had a great time walking around the grounds admiring the views. After a beautiful afternoon of driving along the Oregon-Washington coast and hiking our way to 2 lighthouses, we were ready to head back to the campground. Thanks for coming along with us on this Sunday drive. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. We appreciate it. Leave us a comment and tell us about your experiences here. We really do enjoy hearing from you. Well, that's it for this little side trip. Thanks again, and until next time, safe travels. Bye.